Now let's make sure you can hear me okay. Let's make sure. Audio visual check. We are, as we start to approach all-time highs here in the NASDAQ. Just long the NASDAQ. Bias for Monday. Bullish, bullish. Traders are in the chat. Sounds good. Looks good. All right. Give me just a moment. And we will get this. We'll get the show on the road. Let's see if we could do that here. Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA, as always, in the YouTube chat. There is our Topstep risk disclosure. This is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. You know how it is. Now, who had a nice weekend, went out, touched some grass, relax, prepare for the upcoming week? And depending on where you're at from around the world, right? It's Monday morning, it's Sunday night, it's anywhere in between. Topstep's international, so we have traders from around the world. Let's see if I could get a few things set up. Chewy says, me, what's up? What's up? Let's take a look. I'll do analysis a couple times. Remember, it's Sunday night, so class is an hour long. Monday through Thursday, it's an hour and a half. How was your weekend? It was a good weekend for me. Very, very relaxing. Much needed. Yeah, much needed after last week. That's for sure. Smoking some ribs, Jesse Davis. Here comes the pressure. Let's go, Dakota. You better win. I voted for you. I need those combines. Well, we're getting closer. We are getting closer. I am, you can see I'm up at 1,556,900. So we're about there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Marathon, not a sprint. Let me see if I could, I don't know, wherever that is. I need to get me like some graphics. I need to get me some graphics for slow markets, wherever they're at. That's what I need. A graphics folder. That would be that would help a lot. So anyway, second peak of the summer rally. Time for pullback or range into a pullback. Let's go. Okay. It's 9,000 for a combine. I'm up about 7,000. So we still have a little ways to go. Waiting for everyone to be joining in. We have a little bit. Let's get waiting for the top of the hour. Let's do the analysis and then I could run it again if needed. So as we have the full class joining, I start on the daily. We'll go over the analysis on the NASDAQ. We'll go over the analysis on gold. And then we'll talk a little bit about, shout out to one of the students. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name, but posed a good question. Posed a good question on social media. And this is the question. I'm going to show it right here because you, like I said, you ask, I like to, and I'll answer. I'm a coach, right? I want to help traders do better. And just how do you typically get ready for the week? Something just simple, straightforward question. So shout out to you. I'm going to go through some of that tonight. And yeah, if you're in the chat, I mean, you're probably going to watch it. You said you was going to watch it. Tune in tonight. And my VIP team, shout out to my VIP team. It's going to be a busy week. I'm going to be scheduling 2 classes this week for the VIP team. And so let's take a look at the NASDAQ daily. The first thing I do is I look at the markets and I start from a higher time frame. So starting on the daily, I'm not looking to place a trade exactly yet. Focusing on quality over quantity. So daily chart, we had a dip. Guess what? That dip was buyable. That was a buyable dip. I was very happy, very pleased that we got that dip, and now we were able to buy it. And you can see where we broke through this nice level of what was resistance. We broke through. We're marching towards all-time highs. We're getting back up towards these 830s. I mean, you can see that was all-time highs at the end of June, closing end of June. So like what, 830s, 840s? I don't know. Someone in the chat could say that there's an all-time high. Probably more accurate. I mean, what do we do? We buy the dips. We buy the dips. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, why would this market not want to go up? Why? It's hard to be bearish per se. So let's take a look before I dive more in depth in the NASDAQ. Part of one thing I look at when getting ready for the week is the news. The news. So we take a look and we see the U.S.-China tariff deadline. That's always on here, it seems like. We could get news coming out from tariffs, and that will definitely move the market. We have, here's a big one on the 12th, U.S. CPI and core CPI. So inflation data can be moving the market. Today it's Sunday, it's the 10th. Tomorrow's Monday. That's when the tariff deadline. So I'm sure we'll get some news regarding this tomorrow. And then Tuesday, inflation data, a couple Fed speakers, some Australian PPI or Japan PPI, Australian wage. Not sure if those are going to be moving the market too much. And then Wednesday's kind of a light day. Wednesday the 13th, we don't have too much going on other than some Fed speakers. Thursday, that's kind of a heavy one. We have a lot of inflation data as well. We get the PPI, jobless claims, Fed speakers. Seems like we're always getting Fed speakers every week. And then a light Friday. And then we have Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole along with Fed's pal keynote speech. So this upcoming weekend, I went kayaking in the Tetons. So I went through there. I live pretty close to Jackson Hole. So not really too much going on from what we were used to, I guess, with all the craziness. So inflation data, tariffs, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Next, let's take a look and zoom in. Let's start zooming in. Let's see. Daily, I mean, that's as bullish as it gets, right? We might get a pullback. We might get some consolidation. But overall, the trend is your friend. Last time we had a pullback, what happened? Last time we had a pullback, we had a nice, clean rally. Nice rally. And so I'm expecting more, whether it's chop, whether it's I don't know, consolidation. My bias is up and to the right, looking for all-time highs. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. Hourly chart, more of the same. We tried to show a resistance here at these 570s, 580s. We broke out. We broke through August 7th's high. And this is a nice, nice clean breakout, pullback, retest, and then do we just see continuation? Do we just see continuation? You can see over here on the left-hand side, here is the all-time highs. So maybe we get a bounce up towards 800 tonight, maybe during the London session, maybe tomorrow. And then the all-time high at what? These 840s, actually. 840s. Somebody in the chat probably knows the exact all-time high. But yeah, 840s is definitely a target and something I'm sure a lot of people are looking at this week for the NASDAQ to go up and test. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. I mean, actually, let's stay on the hourly chart for just a moment. I mean, look how clean this is for support, right? Buying the dips, buying the dips. I'm sure it looks a lot cleaner on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty straightforward so far tonight, where, I mean, buying these dips has been, this was yesterday. This is Friday's price action. Buy the dips for sure. And then was that one tonight? We come down to 700s and then we just buy this dip. We are seeing some resistance around 36. Some resistance around 36. And I would not be surprised if we break out and come back up and retest these. We did open up tonight. Where do we open up? We opened up basically up here. And we got up to 770s, sold all the way off to 700. And now we're seeing a nice bounce, consolidation. Are we going to see I think we do. I think we could bounce higher. View on gold. Yeah, I'll get to gold in a moment. I'm just looking at the NASDAQ first. Buying these dips. I could see a breakout trade. I mean, we're breaking out. Looks like we're trying to break out right now. Looks like we're trying to break out. See some continuation up to those 40s. 10-point bounce, right? We have a rally consolidation looking for a continuation. I'd like to see a pullback. Maybe we get a pullback down to these 20s again. I'm not sure. But another thing I was going to point out is we look at the DOM. This is the DOM, depth of market. Look at this, 500 contracts sitting at 755. That's a big order. We've been seeing big orders this week. There is 500 contracts sitting at 755. So 755, pretty close to where we opened right here. So I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe that could be a nice target area. I would actually be okay with like maybe something like this to be a target for longs. Let's see. I'm gonna keep an eye. I like the NASDAQ. I like longs on the NASDAQ. If there's an opportunity, I might end up just taking a trade. Let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at the gold. Gold is down quite a bit. Gold's down 1.25%. What a sell-off to start tonight. Okay. This is interesting. We might be breaking new session lows right now as we speak. I mean, we still haven't seen the top of the hour. Maybe some targets for this gold. I mean, wow, this might be happening pretty quick. Let me look at the hourly first. Yeah, gold is... I mean, what was he talking about? Thursday was looking at this major area of resistance. Once again, we got up to it. It became resistance again, and we just sold off. So I think it's going to be more of the same. I mean, what do? Buy low, sell high. Well, we sold high. Where's the buy low area? Well, buy low area is going to be down here in these 33.40s, 33.60s. And so this could easily be a target for gold. These 33.20, yeah, this zone. It's a big zone. So I'm not going to be surprised if we get a sell-off headed down towards there. So maybe it's shorts on golds. I mean, that's looking pretty heavy to me. Looking pretty heavy to me. I mean, we're already down 1.25%. And the next question is, do we even want to? Is this chasing it, right? Do we break through the session low at 44.9, 45? And then maybe come down in my first area of support. I mean, yeah, we're breaking through right now. We're breaking through right now. First area I see is these 34.38s. 38s, maybe. This is going to be something. I'm going to watch this. We see some volume come in at the top of the hour. So in about 15 minutes, I want to see how gold reacts on that one as well. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and pull up NASDAQ on one chart. And then gold on the other. And let's just watch how these markets go while I get some questions. And let's also do some hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets right there on the Twitterverse. Just tag me into it. See if we could do it. See if we can do some hashtag slow markets. And then while we are at it, I am still extremely new to the Instagram and looking for someone to manage it. So if you know anybody, let me know. Relatively new for the Instagram, looking for an Instagram, I don't know what you want to call it, manager? Someone to editor? I don't know. Something like that. There they are. All right, let's get to some questions. So going back to that one first is, I mean, you see that, right? I've been posting it a little bit on the Instagram and on social media where there's a few ways to look at your weekend, right? Where we are traders, and as traders, we need to have the right mindset. I like to look at trading like being an athlete. Now, we are athletes here in this market. We're market participants. We are, what were we saying? We are liquidity providers of the largest financial markets in the world. But yeah, we are market participants. We need to be treating ourselves like an athlete. On the weekend, what should we be doing? We should be, maybe reviewing what the week did, like how the week went. and seeing where did you mess up, where did you need to improve on, what do you need to focus on in the upcoming week. For example, if you oversized, you blew an account over the weekend, you're like, okay, how did I blow my account? Well, this is why I blew it. Well, this is something I need to stress going into the upcoming week. Another one I think is just as important, if not more, is the mental side. You see, I posted, today, it's like, go touch grass, go relax. Don't even think about these markets when it comes to the mental side, because if you spend all week stressing about the markets and then you spend on the weekend thinking about the markets and thinking about, what you could have done better. Let me see if I could get, there we go. I need to make sure I'm adding this chart. I'm going to be, there we go. A little tutorial there on Topstep X. So I lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought on that one. What I was getting at was, what was I getting at? What was I getting at, chat? It'll come back to me. Weekend is for drinking and cigars. I haven't bought a car yet, Sleepless. I'm in a rent-a-car. I was in a rental car this weekend. But I know we all look forward to the markets, right? The mental side, go touch grass, story of my life, lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's Sunday, okay? It's Sunday, it's relaxed, it's chill. We don't need to be coming in and rushing into these markets, right? There's always going to be opportunity, if not tonight, tomorrow, the next day, throughout the New York session. There's plenty of opportunity in these markets. The last thing you want to do is just jump into it, right? It's like Sunday night, markets are open, let's get it. I see both perspectives, but no, I'm not one that's excited to just be jumping into these markets. Now, a day trader, we're the only ones that like Mondays, right? Is there another person? Is there another profession that's like excited for Mondays, like we are as traders? We're excited for these markets to be open. We're excited to do what we do, but we don't want to just rush into it. I can't think of another profession that likes Mondays as much as we do. It's kind of weird to think of that. I only jumped in because the ES crossed my trend line. Wrestlers? Why would Monday Night Raw? I hate the weekend. I love Sundays. Yeah, we love Sundays as traders. We do. Sunday nights, Mondays. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a pullback here in the NASDAQ. Let me zoom in. Let's see if we could get a nice trade here. I was looking for a pullback into these 20s to get in. Newspaper delivery, they're smaller. Yeah. Here we go. NFL sports bettors. My wife blew a 50K combine a while ago. Yeah, and we have to be able to control our emotions, so that way we're not just waiting all weekend and finally the market's open and then we're just jumping into it, making bad decisions. But for me, my market prep for the week, kind of seeing a little bit of it, right? You see what I do here every single Sunday night. It's the same thing every night. Same thing. I know it might be seen as boring, but I'm a believer that good trading, consistent trading is boring. Boring and consistency kind of go hand in hand. Where if your process is boring, then therefore it should be consistent, or vice versa. If your process is consistent, therefore it should be boring. And so I'm a big fan of routines. If you have a good routine where you pull up the markets, you pull up the charts, you go through your routine, you go through your checklist, check everything, double check it. Like, okay, is this the right market? Making sure you're in the right account, making sure is these micros, is this minis? All right, what size? Make sure you're on like one contract size and not three. Make sure you don't accidentally make through some of these little tedious mistakes that I do sometimes. Go through, check the news. What's going on tonight? What's going on tomorrow? Double check to make sure you're not caught off guard by any crazy news that could be happening. You go through, maybe just a mindset checklist. Like, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? Are you sick? Are you not 100%? Where if you are a little bit sick, maybe you decide, I'm sick, I should just trade in a simulated account. And maybe I don't even look at these markets. I'll just go take a nap. I'll go sleep. I'll relax. This is a get to do job, right? We get to trade. We don't have to trade, right? We don't have to do it. We are able to, trade whenever we want. That's the beautiful thing about trading. We don't have to force ourselves to trade when we don't feel good, we don't feel sick. And so that's another one that, you can see where I'm wearing this, the VWAP, and monitoring my health, monitoring my sleep. That's been a big one this year for me, is how I've been sleeping, how much I've been eating, taking care of my body, taking care of my health, my mental aspect, right? Being to do, I don't know, puzzles and games. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people that love to play board games or puzzles. I'm a big chess nerd, making sure that, our mental side of things is working, right? Where trading is trading like an athlete. We're using our brain a lot more than we're using anything physical, and physical and mental can go hand in hand. Poker is top tier, K-Man says. Yeah, so little details like that, making sure you're ready, you're practiced, you're warmed up, you're ready to perform when the lights come on, when the markets come on, and you perform at your best. How's my VIP class going? Any standouts? It's the first week already on the VIP team. So we had our first introduction class. They're active. I'm watching. I'm not in there as much. Like, it's not like I'm in there 24/7. I check in each day, watching. I did a poll to check on everyone's availabilities. There's going to be 2 classes this week. This week, we're going to really kind of hit the ground running. Accounts, everyone's going to be able to have access to their accounts. I don't know an exact date yet, but it's kind of just introduction, getting like, hey, get ready to take notes. Who's active? Checking to see who's active, how the conversation is. I'm really not much of a micromanager from a teaching standpoint, where I'm not going to be sitting there and be like, oh, no, you're looking at this wrong, you're looking at that wrong, because everyone's going to be having their own strategies, their own different perspectives, the way they see the market, the way they're going into this VIP class. One question I asked, and maybe everybody could ask themselves the same question, right? What are you looking, what's some of your goals? I talked about it during slow markets, where it's like, what are your goals in the next year? Then break that down every quarter, then break that down every week, and then break that down every day, right? Where that's where you make dreams turn into goals turn into steps, and then, then it becomes reality. And it's just like I say, it's a marathon. One step at a time. How do you know what steps you need to take? Well, you need to break it down yourself. I can't break it down for you. I can't sit there and hold your hand. Where it's like, yeah, what do you want to do? You want to become a profitable trader? Great. What's your goal in trading? Why do you trade? Financial freedom, right? You want that freedom. You want the financial freedom. That's what everybody wants typically when they become a trader, or they want to become a trader. Well, how do you make that dream a reality? You break it down in through goals, and then you granulize it down to where you're doing the same. You could do it to a date. Like, you could granulize it so detailed to where you break it down to your checklist, right? What do you do on Sunday nights to prepare for the week? Well, I go to get a nice back massage, and then I come home, I do a nice exercise, I'll take a shower, I'll look at these markets, I'll look at the news, I'll check my platform, make sure I'm in the right account, I make sure, I'm in the right market, I make sure my size, go through the checklist, I'll go through these different things, I'll make sure I eat okay, I'll make sure I'm going to bed on time, and just go through a regular check. And that little step is the step to get to that ultimate dream, which is financial freedom, or, that's why I'm into trading, or XYZ, whatever You have to break it down into those little steps. I'm not seeing too much here in the NASDAQ. I like the longs. I do like the longs here. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's kind of holding those 44s. What kind of a duck? What kind of a duck? What kind of a question is that? What kind of a question is that? I work overnight. I could never make my schedule like that. Well, you can trade overnights, right? Yeah, it depends. That's the beautiful thing about futures, right? You can trade 23 hours. You could trade the New York session, which is fast markets. You could trade the Asian session, which is right now. And then you could also trade the London session with D during the Euro, or London with Aaron. Aaron trades the London session. You on fast markets tomorrow? Scott, I am scheduled for Wednesday. Wednesday fast markets for me, and then my normal slow markets. This week it's just pure focus. I'm focused on getting these combines. Like I said, this is a combine counter challenge. I'm doing it. Me versus Baron. It's a friendly competition, but competition nonetheless. On the field, it's pure competition. Off the field, it's pure gamesmanship. If he needs help in anything, I'll help him. Vice versa. He joins me, Baron. He joins me on Thursdays. But for fast markets, as of right now, it is Wednesday. Wednesday for fast markets, and then I'll have to double check. Let's see. Yeah, tune in. Topstep TV, the day show. You'll find out. What I would recommend someone to know what the schedule is and what's going on each day is if you follow Topstep TV. If you follow Topstep TV, either their Instagram or the Twitter account, or go to the website, the Topstep TV website. That's the fastest way to get updates. Fastest way to get updates for sure. One more minute till the top of the hour. Let's see. I'm tempted to take a long here. Let's watch gold. Let's watch gold for a minute. One more minute. Let's watch gold. Top of the hour. Can Topstep TV give ideas on how to trade? What do you mean, Jared? Okay, here's the top of the hour. It looks like gold's starting to break down. New session lows. Going short on gold, Leo? Let's take a look at the NAS. I might jump into a long. We built a pretty solid resistance here at these 30s. And that big contract still sitting at... Yeah, there's another big contract. Look at this. I'm going to get into 3. I think I might get into 3. So there's 500 at 755. And there's also 200 at 045. Or 745. 745, 755. Another 200, yeah. So there's some big orders up there. I'm going to watch this. Gold breaking down hard. Yeah, gold's been selling off tonight. What do we use to look at the contract order? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm watching this NASDAQ. And you know what I haven't done? We don't have any music. I don't have music going. Let me get some music. You're waiting for gold to make a turn? I don't look at volume, but that I look at if there's a big order on the books that might mean something. Yeah, that is something that I will look at. All right, let's see if I can get into a long here. Okay, I am in long. Risk about. I want my stop to be. I'm looking for my stop right now to be under that pivot. And let's see if we get a nice little bounce here in the NASDAQ. Okay, delta is negative, so we may drop. True volume is never known. 3 contracts? Yep, 3 contracts. I am long 3. Ooh, here we go. Let's get through these 38s. All right, we're getting through that. I'm going to move my stop loss. There's some 38s. Let's see. We have that 200 at 45. We need some follow through above that. It moved as soon as I got in. Right there. I'm putting my stop loss below this pivot. Then if we get continuation through the 40s, then I'll move my stop loss below that pivot. And then finally, possibly below some of this consolidation. So I'm thinking of managing my risk. That's the first thing I'm doing. Is just how do I manage my risk? Those big orders are still there. 500 at 755 and 200 at 744. So 200, 744, 500, 755. Can this market go fill them, or will they pull them? Yes, need a Dakota ETF. Not liking that failed break so far. But it's slow markets. Got into the Nikkei instead. Wise decision, Michael says. Hopefully you're doing well in the Nikkei, which is the Japanese market. Yeah, for this combine to be completed, I'll need $9,000 worth of profit. Right now, I'm at about $7,000 worth of profit. Okay, we're not seeing any follow through, which is not good. No bueno. I wanted to see follow through on a momentum break. Kind of like what we'd... Something like this. Another move. But so far, no good. Sounds like financial advice. Not financial advice. We did our risk disclosure. I'm displaying this for education. Dakota, why those big orders want to buy at higher price? Why not buy now? Those are sell orders. This order is to sell 200 contracts. So these big orders up here, sell 200 contracts. 208. This one, sell 538 at 755. These are sell limit orders. But do they truly want to sell, or are they? You don't know. We never know, right? Because a lot of times, if price starts getting close, sometimes they just pull them and they don't get filled. But yeah, same here. If the market gets close, then they decide they want to pull this order. They don't get filled. We see it all the time where they put big orders on the book and then they just pull them when price gets close. But I mean, lately we've seen some big orders get filled. I think it was Wednesday or Friday. We've seen like a 1,500 contract get filled. Yeah, I said orders, not offers. Yeah. Bids, offer. Now remember, for every seller, there's a buyer too. So if the order gets filled, that means there's that many contracts that someone was willing to purchase. So that's the debate between, is it bullish or bearish? Okay, I'm just going to bail. I'm out. I don't like that. I could always get back in. That is just not a good breakout for me. I'll take that $100 loss any day. Minus $100. Let's take a look at gold. Oh wow, gold got there. Gold freaking got there. Gold is a volatile market tonight. That's the move on gold. Someone's been playing golf. Yeah, look at that move. Right at the top of the hour too, we got that breakthrough. We got down to this level. We got down to these 38s, broke through it. Kind of in this consolidation now. This is kind of that major resistance back in first week of this month, major resistance. But where can we go here on gold? It's hard to say. It's heavy. I mean, look at what happened last time we were up at those highs and we just sold off, right? So can we see an equal sell-off? Maybe. It seems a little scary to buy right now. I'd like to wait. If I'm gonna be a buyer of gold, it's like I want to wait. I want to see some buyers step in. I want to see that market structure first before just jumping in. There's so much momentum. Let's look. Did NASDAQ fake me out? Did NASDAQ fake me out? Yeah, I bailed. It's always cheaper to get back in. Just look. Chop. Lots of chop. Let's go back on gold. And I could watch gold. I think I could stay on gold. We have about 20 more minutes left. Tron silver, beautiful trend lines. Still waiting for gold. Might just call it a night and check back. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with calling it a night. With difficult price action, or if you're struggling with this, I mean, look, I'm down $100. That's a scratch. That's a scratch for me in this account. Gold's just going. It's tanking. NASDAQ. I could very well want to get back into this NASDAQ trade, chat. I'm going to. This is still a valid setup here on NASDAQ. I think I'm going to. I scratched it for $100, but where my stop loss would have held. Risk 10 points. Risk 10 points. Up 1,500 on gold shorts. Web says I closed the trade early. I scratched it, and I'm back in. What price did I scratch it from? $34s minus $100. Let's get back into it. Let's get picking. It's cheaper to get back in than to hold it. Because if this thing kept going down and went lower, it would have been more expensive. Gold very far from the VWAP, so I'm waiting for a pullback to re-enter short. Gold very far from the VWAP. All right, let's see if we could get through these into these 40s. We need a clear break. This will be my last try on this trade, and that's it. One trade setup, which is a long NASDAQ from out of this consolidation. If not, then I'll be done for the night and call it an evening. I'll call it an evening. One trade setup, 2 swings at it. First one was scratch. Second one to be determined. That stop loss looks like a good entry. Don't say that. Don't speak it into existence. Let's get through these. There's that 200 contract sitting at 45. And then there's 500 sitting at 55. Sounds like good rules to follow, Doom. There's always tomorrow. We got 15 minutes left. We could easily get back up to these highs. I like to see 47s to start taking a profit. I'd be curious to see what happens if we do get up to 45. 745. See what that 200 contract does. See if they pull it. While we're waiting, do we have any hashtag slow markets? Here we go. Let's get some hashtag slow markets. Here's some of them while we watch this NASDAQ play out. Round number 2, day number 3, all accounts cleared. Let's see how long it takes for a payout. Nice. Great work. Great work. Look, trading, going with it. See if there is any more. Let's see. Here's another one. Starboy. Starboy. Rode the bid with you from the 30s. Starboy was long in the NASDAQ. Trading. We are watching the NASDAQ and paint dry. This paint is taking forever to dry too. Let's see. What's gold doing? What's gold doing? We got 15 minutes left of class. Gold got a nice recovery. Nice little bounce here on gold from 31 up to those 39s. Looks like we could break through those 39s back up into those 40s. NASDAQ still not doing anything. It's a true barcode here on the 5-minute. We're not breaking out. We're not doing anything. Just sideways, right? Barcode, nothing. Barcode. That's a long in gold to me. W Starboy. I think we might not go anywhere, to be honest here. Slow markets indeed. Look for the August to be a down month. overall into November, early December, new all-time highs, trade much better. Yeah, you never know. You just never know. Dakota, how do you get the order ladder on your Topstep X? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, I just click this new window and it says DOM, D-O-M. D-O-M. Uh-oh. Break even on my Bitcoin up. What's Bitcoin even doing now? What's Bitcoin even doing? It's been a whoa. Bitcoin. Bitcoin gapped up. That's a gap on the Bitcoin. Well, I mean, it's not really. It's a gap in the futures contract, but yeah, Bitcoin trades throughout the weekend. But yeah, Bitcoin's at what, 120,000, 119,000, those upper 119s. If you guys, who's been watching me for a while now? How long did I say I wanted to buy Bitcoin down here in these 779s? Ugh. Ugh. Who remembers this? When we were up in the 100,000, I'm like, yeah, I really do want to be buying Bitcoin when we get down to these 79s for more of a longer term swing trade. Well, we got down there and I didn't. Yeah, it's been a while, right, Dylan? And we got there. I was looking at this major resistance to become support, right? Simple, straightforward technicals, a breakout, a pullback, and I completely dropped the ball and failed on buying it. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I did not do it. I did not pull the trigger. I failed on that one. I would have been. I did buy Nvidia, so I got a just as good, actually a better return on Nvidia. But still. I've missed so many Bitcoin trades while day trading the NASDAQ. Yeah. I don't day trade Bitcoin or assets like Bitcoin. Look at this market. This is an ugly market. I might time stop this. We have 10 minutes to go. If we don't get anywhere soon, I'm just gonna bail and just call it a night. Call it a night. $70 take profit hit. Good day, Ruby. All right, NASDAQ. Let's see what you could do up here at these 38s again. You're gonna reject? Yeah, the lottery number winners. Give half of it to taxes. All right, we're testing it for the 20th time. We just can't get above it. I mean, I'm risking 11 points. Game Boy Tommy. This is definitely worth the 11 points worth of risk. We have a couple big contracts. One at 745 and the other at 755. So, all right. Are we going to get a breakout? We're going to get this breakout here. It's not a breakout yet. We're trying, though. This is a slow markets breakout for sure. We're at what, like 2 points from this resistance area. We got a ways to go. We got those 45s, that 200 contract sitting at 45. Don't call it a breakout yet. End of slow markets banger. We have 9 minutes, 8 minutes. This is a slow market classic. Slow Markets Classic. I need to do a Throwback Thursdays. What is it? Is it Throwback Thursdays, Throwback Monday, Throwback Tuesday? What's the proper thing where I could pull old clips of trades? Gold's pushing higher. Jeff Power Thursday. Okay, I'll do Throwback Thursdays. So if you on Instagram and on Twitter, I'll do Throwback Thursdays. I have a bunch of stuff that I've saved. Let's see. Like, look at some of this. Tons of on-air stuff. Tons of, yeah. Well, I could do a Throwback Thursday. So I'm good for how many Thursdays in a row? Like for the next year. That's why I said I'm gonna be hiring me a content manager, content editor, where they'll go through and clip this stuff up, edit it, put it on the social media, and I could spend my time focusing on trading and back massages. Doomlord says, I got dirt cheap student, boy. Doomlord, I don't even know what to say to that comment. Here we go. Come on. This is a slow market breakout. This feels like the car wreck I got in. It's just so slow. You love a massage. They're good. I tell you what. If you have not had a massage in a while, it's worth it. All right, 41. We got to 41. There, can we see 42? You know you're trading slow markets when you're fighting for ticks. Did I get a new car yet? Nope. Not a happy ending massage, crypto. Happy beginnings. If you go, tell them Dakota sent you. They'll know. Yeah. All right, let's see that 200 contract still has not been pulled. Stas Andrews, yeah. Car wreck. Yeah, just surprisingly, the insurance already it was already on top of it. Insurance already committed, like I have zero liability, so it was all on that guy. It was all on the other dude, so the other dude's insurance is paying for everything. Run red lights, distracted driving. Distractive driving, just as bad as distracted trading. I thought I showed everybody. Did I not show everybody? Well, I mean, that's the reason why you should watch on Instagram and Twitter. See, there's my good old Honda Civic. There's the Honda. Yeah, there's my Honda Civic. There's the other guy. There's the other guy's car. Yeah. That you should see the other guy. That's exactly what that was. I was like, wow. Everybody was safe though. Yeah, it is the car I hit was a Fiat. A Kia. What? I don't know, it was a little red one. Basically, could have just picked it up and moved it off the side of the road by hand. Didn't realize who he was getting in front of. See how slow these markets are going. Got 3 more minutes left. Your car gave the other car a black eye and then some. I think their insurance totaled his car out. Yeah, it set off my driver's side airbag. That's what hurt the most, was my freaking airbag going off. And I was so pissed off. I'm like, yeah. Up we come. We're chilling here at 41. I mean, we're not pulling back too far. This is the slowest breakout I've had in a while. So slow. And then here's the gold. Gold is the market to be trading. If you are in it, gold, I mean, that's the market. NASDAQ, we are just chilling here. Let's see. I'm curious. I want to see what these 200 contracts do if we get up to 45. Will they pull them or will it get filled? You can see there's a volume right there where it says 44 in the volume. I'm curious to see how the market reacts if we get closer. Yeah, the injury prawn. Yeah, like my wrist. I don't know if you can see it, but I have bruised wrists. Like the airbag hurt the most, and then my rib. I mean, you can feel it was sore after. Where's my TP? Well, I'm gonna start taking profits if we get up. I want to see how it reacts around this 200 contract first. So far, we're almost to a 1-to-1. I'll tighten this up a little bit to be a little safe. Be a little safe. I might move my stop loss to 31. Actually, you know what? Just do that. Just for it. Worst case scenario, I'll be down 3 points. They're leaving that 200 contracts there. I think I could just put my first take profit right at that 76, right on the other side. If we break through, and it's kind of aligning with, see where there was some nice resistance and support. That's where, this is kind of where I'm going to be. Let's see what that 200 contracts, let's go test it. Let's take it out. And then the very next one is going to be up here at the 755s. There's 500 contracts at 755. Nope, they pulled it. See, they pulled it. They pulled that one. So I'm going to get out of one right there. They moved it up here to 59 3/4. They moved it to 59 3/4. Yeah, it didn't get filled. 45 did not get filled. See, there's only 58. It's a spoof. So they still have that 500 contracts at 755, and looks like they moved that 200 contracts or so up to 59 1/4. Oh damn! There's another 500. There's another 500. No, never mind. I was looking at something else. They moved the 500 then. They moved the 500 to 765. So there's a 500 200 now. 500 still above the 200. $59 3/4 and 65. Took one contract off for 1-to-1 basically. What'd I get on that? I got 45, so I got right at that fill price. I got right at 45. So my first take profit was filled at 45. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, assuming that size means anything at all, right? But I mean, the market sees it. Retail sees it. They pulled it, and they're moving them. We don't know what their true intentions are. Remember, futures are typically used as a hedge. And so this could very easily be someone that's just hedging We have no idea. Maybe it's someone who wants to actually sell up higher, and that's how they're. Who knows? Moves as I speak up. Yeah, we're past an hour. You guys want me to keep going for another 30 minutes? I'm just gonna be chilling here trading. If we could get to if we could get to like 600 likes, I'll keep going. Come on. If I could get to 600 likes and you follow me more on the Instagram, we're hooked now. Slow market ends in 30 minutes, typically. On Sundays, it only goes for an hour. Slow markets, Sunday night through Thursday night. Starts at 7:30 p.m. Central and goes an hour and a half. Yeah, Mo says, who am I kidding? I'm not going anywhere else. No, I'm gonna be chilling here, but if you guys want me to stay on air, you got to get up to 600 likes. 600 likes, and I gotta ask for more of the Instagram and the social stuff. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge. I'll give it 5 minutes, and then depending on what those likes are at, I'll stay on or not. We're at 400. I'll like from every account you have. You have a bunch of accounts. Your social media connect, she's very good. I need to get, yeah, I'm looking. I don't, here's the thing. I don't want to say I have trust issues, but I have trust issues. Someone going through my videos and posting and editing, I think it would just be more of an editor and to help me navigate this. Send me a message on Instagram is probably the best way, or I need to go through, I need to make time this week and go through some DMs. I have like 1,000 unread DMs a week. We're at 450 likes. All right, I think I might just end this stream if we don't get any more. See, we hit up to those 745 and nothing. Is London session better to trade? It depends on how you trade. There's more volume and maybe more volatility during the London session when Aaron trades, and D, the London Euro. Can you hear us? Hey, I'm single. Buy the dip. Man, trading is less stressful when you're long and not short. I tell you what, in this market. Thought there'd be more volume being close to all-time highs. It might pick up if we do keep pumping like we are. Where are we at? Are we at 600 likes yet? No, we are not. We are at 472 and a couple more minutes. If we don't get to that 600, I'm off. And I might just let this trade run. Look, now there's 300. Oh, there's some big orders coming in now. There's some big orders stepping in. There's 200 at 759 3/4. There's the 540 whatever at 765. Now there's 300 at 69. There's 300 at 69, and now there's 100 at 70. So we're seeing some volume or some big orders come in. They're not getting filled, but they're showing themselves. Mo. Maybe in another day, another time. $76s. We're going. We got my 1-to-1. Let's just put this as a risk-free trade. Risk-free. Oh, we going. 49s. Come on. We're not 600 likes yet. Are you guys serious? Gotta be kidding me. Chat. Yeah, the more likes we get, the higher the NASDAQ goes. Is that what we're correlating here? We're at 517. 517. This is sad, to be honest. Yeah, Danny boy, it's through YouTube. It's through the YouTube. We're still going. My first contract I took off was right there, so now we're in profit. We're locking it up. We're lulling this market higher. BTFD, buy the freaking dip. I'm actually following my napkin's advice, and it's working. It's working. The magic napkin. I've had it on. What has it been like? Feels like a year since I've had this napkin. All right, we're at 546 likes, and we're pushing through these 50s. I think I just end the stream here. I think I have to. I'm a man of my word, and I'm a man of my word when it comes to getting the goal and staying live streaming. And I'm also a man of my word saying that if we do not get there, I will not continue the stream. So I'm going to leave the stream like this because nobody's liking. So, oh, look at the 200 contracts sitting there. Oh, those 200 contracts got filled. Those 200 contracts got filled. Uh oh, this is one heck of a move. Do we see all-time highs right now? If you guys liked, maybe yeah, maybe. I'm gonna get out of another contract at 58. Lock in some more of that profit. Yeah. Okay, I'm ending the stream in 3, 2, 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. Come on, we are 20 likes away from 600. Oh, look, there's 600 contracts. Now at 69. See, there's the 200 that got filled at 59.75. There's Richard Harris. Am I trailing it too tight? Let's. Is 69 a spoof? I don't know. Green on the screen though. Man, I'm only what? Almost $1,200 away from passing now. See, I forgot about I'm passing combines. I'm just trading. I need $9,000 in profit. I completely forgot about it, chat. I could have, yeah. Yeah, I forgot I'm trying to pass the combine here. I'm just trading. See, not thinking about the dollars, just thinking about this, and I'm like, wait, I'm up $500. There we go. Yeah, we're at 600 likes now, so you got me for another until the top of the hour. See, I knew you could do it. Yeah, see, they pulled that big order and then they put it back on there. Are they trying to pump this market to the all-time highs? Yeah, I locked in. Closed. This is risk-free trade. I got out of that second contract at 58.75. So, first take profit was at a 1-to-1. Second take profit was at a 1.5-to-1. Yeah, see, first take profit 1-to-1. I was risking 11 points. Second take profit was at just over a 1-to-1. I was risking 11 points. I got 10 points on the first one. I got 24 points on the second one. I have to pass live with you? I don't know. Oh, you know what I could do, though? You know what chat would love? You know what social media would love? They would love a beautiful screenshot. Because the internet people love stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's what I call them. Okay, they're the internet people. I don't know if they're real or not. Yeah, and it gives my fans something to hate. I don't call them haters anymore, Doom. I call them fans. I'm gonna call them fans. I forgot to include my P&L. Oh, that'll come later. I closed half. I closed 2/3 of this trade. They truly are. That's what I'm referring to them. They're the internet people. It's kind of like the hills have eyes, but internet people. I know, Doom. You know, they're not going to care about the process. They're like, yeah, it's okay. The internet people have comments. What's my Insta, Ruby? Ruby, it's pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. Oh, the internet people like the lizards, the grays, and come on, you know it's true. You know it's true. What are my DOM settings? Ooh, that's a personal question there. There's my DOM settings. Yeah, I'm a boxer, Ruby. Yeah, I always have bruises now. Like, I started getting back into the heavy sparring. I've been showing up on stream with black eyes. My lip's actually getting a little bit better now. I had a pretty fat lip Friday. It was just bruised and black and blue on the inside. That's a little bit better. But I'm always gonna have like bruises and scars. Like, look, there's one. This is different. This is different from that last one. And they're just everywhere. I need to take iron supplements so that way the bruises aren't as bad or won't last as long. I have Canelo. I'll take Canelo over Crawford. Are we buying the NASDAQ tonight? You missed it. I'm already long the NASDAQ. I took profits on 2. Some vitamin C, iron. You bruise up less as you lean up. I need to get I need to toughen up. Got a bob and weeb. Oh, I mean, it's just my guard, right? That's where a lot of these scars are. And not scars. They're not scars. They're bruises, all right? It's on my guard. Not the black eye, though. That's part of boxing, right? It's like, okay, you know what? Here's a good analogy. Here's a good analogy for everybody. Boxing and here, I'm going to do this analogy in boxing, and this is the same thing. I'm going to relate it to trading, okay? You cannot go boxing and expect to not get punched, right? You go boxing, you're going to get punched in the face. That's the reality of it. It's like you go swimming, you're going to expect to get wet. Now with trading, you trade. You expect to take a loss. Right? Losses happen. It's part of the game. Getting punched in the face happens when you go boxing. When you go swimming, you're going to get freaking wet. Right? But when you go boxing, you don't always have to get knocked out. When you go swimming, you're not going to always drown. When you trade, you shouldn't be blowing your account. Right? So, take that for an analogy. Water's wet. Breaking news. Trading, you take losses. Yeah, 600 contract still chilling there chilling up there. You need to keep hearing that? Yeah, put it on replay. Should I do trade review? Do I do stats review again? On Wednesday night with Coach Jay. Can I get a vibe fill in the chat? Should I do the trade reviews where traders could submit their statistics on Wednesdays? Did you guys like that? If you remember, do you like it? Should I get back to it? Let's hear it. Me and Coach Jay, what we did was, traders, you could share your statistics. Yes, please. Never saw it, but yes. Yeah, so like, you know how you could see your statistics? You click on the statistics, you do the share. Coach Jay and I, every Wednesday, we will pick traders' statistics and we'll review them. Every Wednesday, we'll go through like 3, 4, 5 traders who submitted their statistics. We'll review them live in front of it. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Sounds good. Yeah, it's gonna be reviewing trader statistics. Good long. I mean, we're holding these 750s. What I'm looking at now is this was support. It became resistance. We broke out, and now I want to see it become support again. So I want to see these 50s become support. Let's see. Yeah, we're up 17 points. We were up, what was that? We were up 27 points. Wow, okay. Their entries and stuff, just like their overall statistics. What's their risk reward? Get questions, review it, talk about it. I think so. I think we're going to do it. Wednesday night. Slow markets, it's going to be back. Trade reviews, statistics review. Yes, one good, one bad. Yeah, we'd review like a couple good ones, a couple bad ones. If you submit your statistics, there's always good, bad, and ugly. Always something to be learned. If it's not yours, it's you can learn from someone else's. What's good trading, bad trading. At least what we look at, right? Coach Jay and I, me and him have a pretty good idea of reading trader statistics. Yeah, so it's not exactly shoulder tap, right, Doom Lord, but it's just a trade review. All right, we're coming up. 8 more minutes left of slow markets. If we get 1,200 likes, I'll go another hour. I'm just kidding. No, I won't. I won't. No, I got dinner. I need some food in me, okay? How do I do that? I'll go over it. I'll announce it on Twitter and Instagram. You'll just go into your... Yeah, I'll give you the details. Go train. Well, not train, eat. I'm just food and sleep. Food and sleep. It's a nice, relaxing Sunday for me. You're gonna have to quit your job now. Yeah, I have a hot date tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Is it nighttime over there? Yeah, it is. It's nighttime over here. It's 9 p.m. at night. 9 p.m. Central Time. Nighttime. How about you buy us dinner if we get to 1,200 likes? Mo, I'll buy you dinner if we get to 1,200 likes. Before the end of class. Australia is 9 a.m.? When am I going to get in a serious relationship? Hey, I'm looking. I have maybe too high of standards. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have too high of standards. And I'm like a hopeless romantic. Real deal TNT. My Instagram is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. And there's my ex. Look at this NASDAQ go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's tighten up that that stop loss in the money. We still got those 688 contracts sitting at 769. I'm $1,000 away. We're $1,000 away from passing this. Process over profits. $15 minis, let's go. No, doom. Doom. Yeah. But when I go on dates, I don't tell them anything about what yeah. I want someone to love me for who I am, not what I am. Chat. What's my combine count now? It hasn't changed. My combine counter has not changed. It's still at 10, but it includes these 5. It includes these 5. This is my second attempt. Okay, let's make sure. Maybe I clear that up. I cleared it up. I thought, there's a difference between like the combine counter. How many combines have I went through, and then my attempts. This is my second attempt, and then I'm counting all the combines. Count them all. I failed my first attempt a week and a half ago. This is my second attempt, and each of my attempts have been basically 5 combines. Yeah, that's that big 688 order sitting up there at 69. 69. Do I ask my dates if they know fair value gap? No. Mr. Luciano, so it's really your 10th attempt? No. Nope, this is my second attempt at copy trading 5 combines. Andrew, yeah, maybe if she knows DBA concepts, you know, that might be a whole different story. Who's up? You or Byron? Who's Byron? At 23,795. I mean, look at it, 69, 769. How do we change the risk setting to points? In the settings. Settings, charts and data, dollars, percent, points. Big one. I love it. What are we gonna do? What's that 688 gonna do if we get up there? Come on, NASDAQ. Get up to some all-time highs. I know you can. Cucumber. What? Baron. Oh, is me or Baron up? Baron has an XFA. So it depends on the way you view it. She definitely knew DBA concepts. So the point of this battle is to see who gets to live first. Copy trading 5 accounts, or whoever just gets to live first. Whoever gets to live first in the least amount of combines is the first challenge. The second one is whoever receives a live payout first. The third is whoever makes $100,000. So it's three. There's 3 of them. The first one is whoever gets to a live account in the least amount of combines. The second one is, or whatever, however you want to measure it, is whoever gets a live payout. And then the third is $100,000. Your internet's out. The competition started not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. So this competition started a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. But traders have just started to vote on it last week. So traders, you got to vote on who you think was going to meet the first goal, which is a live account with the least amount of combines. And if you choose right, or if you chosen right, then you would get I believe a free reset. Let me see. You know what? Why don't I just do this? Here you go. There it is. There it is. Right now, voting is closed, but there it is. Dakota versus Baron. And you could go through here. It's just topsteptv.com/combine counter. You could go through, read this, right? Read this. And we'll do updates on Topstep TV. During the day show, I'll talk about it on my socials and during slow markets. But here are the milestones. Live funded account, right? With the least amount of trading combines, and then the first live payout, and then 100K live payout. All right, so we're right back to where that 200 contract got filled at 59.75. My stop is in profit. I'm up 24 points. Am I journaling what I did this weekend? I showed everybody what I did this weekend. Like I said, I've been trying to do better. I've been doing better at giving everybody like, hey, what's coach to do? Like a day in the life, right? And then I think I might even do a full video of a day in the life of like, what do you do during the weekend? Prepare for the week. What do you do before you start trading? What are you doing after trading? And giving a little more insights because I've got a lot of questions like that. So like today, it's been a very relaxing day for me. I got a nice, 2-hour massage. And then I went through at the beginning of class. So maybe a nice day in the life video is going to be coming out beyond the docket, I think. And now I want to make sure everybody understands the day in the life of me is not a day in the life of what you typically would see on any of this flashy Instagram or flashy social media people. The internet people. You're not going to see a Lamborghini. You're not going to see a fancy car. It's real world stuff of like, hey, I'm a trader for a living. This is what I do. It's nothing too insane, but it will give you a peek behind the curtains that I've been posting on social media, and the peek behind the curtains of an actual trader, not an influencer, not a simfluencer. You get to see a broken down Honda. You get to see a broken down Honda Civic. Me getting beat up. Hey, here we go. Actually caught a move before the greats. Dakota tonight. Slow markets, proud moment for me. Great work. There's a hashtag slow markets. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Look, there's the gold analysis. I see that gold chart. Gold was a slammer. Gold was a slammer, Jim. Love it. We gotta show love. I'll go back through and do that with the rest too. Gotta do that with everybody. Gotta share it. My spelling's horrible. And there goes the NASDAQ. Let's get through those. Wait, is that order still up there at 69? I might just pass this combine. I just might pass these. I'm $1,000 away. $1,000 US away. What will we do? What are we gonna do if we get to 69? There's Coach Jay. There's Coach Jay. Hey, Coach Jay. Wednesday night, it's on. Me, you, and trader statistics. I think we'll be going back to reviewing trader stats, like if you remember. But we're watching 69 over here and seeing what we're gonna do. There's a lot of big interest. There's a lot of interest on that number. Yeah, I want to see how this pans out, because if this market just breaks out for another 50 points, then I'm passed, and I want to do it on air. Coach Jay, let's do it. Yeah. The chat has been demanding it, so we'll see. I think it's getting back to the roots, right? Not only in trading, but let's get some of these traders what they want. Let's go. You guys should host a trading competition together. There's so much going down, coming out. Just tune in. Just stay tuned. That's all I could say. Just stay tuned. Topstep TV during the day, slow markets at night, after the buzzer during the New York session closed. All you could do is just tune in, enjoy. Great stuff is always coming out. Great opportunities. VIP. We got the VIP just kicking up. All right, let's see. We're almost there. We're almost to the 69. The euro, it's popping. See, buy the dip. Buy the dip. You like the whole yeah. We'll see. This is a true competition, Baron and I. We got to get it. Oh, 65. 60. Ooh. They dropped it. They dropped it. They got up to 65 and dropped it for a minute. What's my take profit? Well, I already took... This was if you believe this, I was only risking 11 points on this. My risk was right here. So I already took a... I was in 3 contracts. I took a 1-to-1. So I took profit at 1-to-1. And then I took profit at 2-to-1. And now I have a runner that's just past 1-to-1. And this is the Combine Counter Challenge, my second try of copy trading 5 combines. Combine counter is sitting at 10. So let's see if we can get this. We got those 500 contracts. Those 500 contracts. 680 contracts. Yeah, it was 500. Now it's 680 contracts. That nighttime slow grind. Yeah, it was a slow grind besides this little breakout. Or this nice breakout. What do I think of that Asian trader influence? I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't pay attention to the influencers on social media very often, unless it's somebody like I've been on with or been around or I've talked to. And that's not one of them. Okay, here we go. Once again, I repeat, we got in long NASDAQ. 3 contracts at the beginning of slow markets. Was risking 11 points. We took profit for 1 contract at 1-to-1. We took on our second profit on the second contract at 2-to-1 up here at these 58s for 24 points. And now we have this runner on. And we have a big order sitting here at the ask at 769. There's 680 contracts there. So we'll see if we get a runner through that, break through these session highs maybe. And NASDAQ is looking at all-time highs. So we're just chilling here in slow markets, listening to some nice lo-fi music while we watch this NASDAQ go up. And yeah, like I said, this is the second try of the Combine Counter. Combine Counter is sitting at 10. And if we pass, Combine Counter might stay at 10. I want to see what this market does. If we could get through this 69, will these 680 contracts be filled is the question. We have to have very aggressive buyers to fill that. Remember, every seller, there's a buyer. And you can see the volume over here on the right-hand side. For it to be counted, it needs to get filled. And so for every seller, there'll need to be a buyer. There'll need to be 681 contracts worth of buyers to get through that price and to fill it. If it gets filled, that means the buyers are really wanting to be aggressive. We had that 200 contract order get filled already on our way up tonight. So now let's see. We're approaching it. And we wait. You can use the auto trail in the XFA. I would, but the auto trailer doesn't give me good. Like, it won't trail it below this pivot, right? It's based off of math. Oh, if I go for more than one. Okay, let's see if we get to those 69s. And session high is right there, right at 70, 73.25. It's slow markets for a reason, everybody. Because it is slow. This is not like the fast markets. But sometimes we'll get breaks and spikes in volatility. I mean, this is a big move for slow markets, to be honest. Yeah, if there's no buyers, we won't get through it. But we already seen 200 buyers come in and break through those 200 contracts. And I am sitting at about $900 away from passing these XFAs. Can we see all-time highs tonight? I don't know. We can see session highs. All-time highs is not too far away. Doomlord, are you getting excited over this trade? Says, watch Bob Ross paint and sleep like a baby. This is better than Bob Ross painting. This is not a happy little accident. This was on purpose. Golden says, if it hits that 69 on passing. Nice. There's more than one of us that want that. You gotta calm yourself down. Yeah, don't get too excited. Jin, I was painting dogs. I was painting dogs on the chart. You know what? This is actually, now that I'm looking at technicals, you want to talk technicals? This is a nice head and shoulders pattern. Right? A little hindsight capital right here. Hindsight capital. Head and shoulders pattern. Upside down head and shoulders pattern. DBA concepts is what this is. Beautiful upside down head and shoulders pattern. We caught that nice breakout to the long side. And now we're going to see if we get a breakout through these upper 60s. Look, buyers keep stepping in. Buyers are not letting this market go down. Chat, you always get me in slow markets. Just go on the date. That's gonna be my pickup line. Like, hey, man, last night we caught this beautiful upside down head and shoulders pattern. Okay, let's see if we can break through this. Come on, get this. Man, chat goes south very fast. chilling. We're chilling. Going. I'm not even looking at the time right now. Okay. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Come on. Let's get through these 66s. We're doing this on air, live. I ain't like your other Simfluencer next door. This is transparency. I know, Doomlord. If I had a recliner like yours, I'd be sleeping. I would just be chilling. Yeah, I would have a hard time sitting upright. We got to 700 likes. We need to get to 1,000 though. If we get to 1,000, let's see if we get through 769. Picasso says, "Why are we trading on Combine? This is a Combine counter challenge." There's the link if you want to know any more details. Let's get through. Come on, 69. Dude, don't put the monitors on the ceiling. Right, we gotta get through. There's this. Oh, 66 and a half. 67. Don't stop. Oh, 67 and a half. 68. Oh, they pulled it. They pulled it. Where'd it go? Where'd they go? Oh, they put it at 89. They put it at 89. 3/4 now. Man, they're edging us. They are just tricking this market. Let's see if we can break through these session highs. Why not? Let's go get it. Let's go get it. We could get to 89. Why not? 89. 789. That's just 20 points. Let's break through the session highs. Oh, they pulled. Okay, they put it to 78 now. Now it's to 78. They brought it down a little bit. They maybe. Ah, man. Well, they had it at 89. Now they moved it back down to 78. So that's a little more reasonable to get the market to keep pumping up to it. Let's break. Passed your challenge, Golden. Great work. Great work. We are just grinding, man. That pissed the market off. All right, that's it. That's it, chat. $1,000 away. Just over $900 away. I think that's it. It pissed the market off. We'll see. This market could still go up, but I am done for the night. Let's go ahead and lock out. No, not all day. We'll lock out till the AM. We'll lock this baby out till the AM. Call it good. Dang. All that lead up, and that was not much of a climactic ending. We can still keep going, but I think that's it. So that was a good one, right? Great way. Slow markets. Hasta mañana. I'll see everybody tomorrow night during slow markets. Coach Jay's going to be joining me. And yeah, one more step closer to passing. Take care, everybody. Bye.